All right, I'm gonna go over an extra workout or a workout that you can do before or after runs. It's great for activating the glutes, the hip flexors, and all you need are two bands, okay? A lighter band and a heavier band. You don't even really need the lighter band. If you want, you can just go body weight, okay? I'm also gonna bring in a towel because I have tight hamstrings, so what I do is I kind of sit on this towel. So I'm just gonna put it down, and it's just an inch, right? But it's enough to bring your hips up so that when you sit, you're sitting nice and tall. Okay, so we're gonna go over different moves that we can do with the band, and honestly, it's an awesome workout. So the first one, you can do with or without a band, and you're just gonna sit up nice and tall, and you're just gonna lift your legs straight off the floor, back down. You're gonna really press your knee into the ground before lifting up that leg, keeping that quad really engaged. You're gonna hold it for 1 to 2 seconds and back down. Now, if you cramp up, that's fine. Just shake it out, switch it out, and then try again. Also, what you wanna be aware of is that you're not sitting back into your pelvis. So if you start to feel yourself slumping, go ahead and even prop up the hips higher or just sit up and use the abs a little bit more, okay? So first one, straight leg raise, okay? And if you want to add a band to it, you're just going to put it around the mid shins, okay? And I would say let's do 10 together, all right? And then we're going to do 10 on the other side. So it's just going to be 1, 2, down, and we're going to go for 10 of those, okay? It's harder than it looks, so be gracious with yourself, okay? And I'm not even getting that high. You can get as high as you want as long as your back stays as straight as it can go, okay? So we're halfway there. We're gonna do 5 more. Make sure that you're not just bringing up, down, that you're actually holding at the top, okay? So we got 3 more. Nice job. Last one. I don't know about you, but those get my quads every time, okay? So let's go ahead and switch legs. So shake it out. Let's go. You can put your hands on the ground, but don't press out of your hands, okay? So they can just fingertips on the ground. Take it easy and keep going, doing your leg lifts, okay? Halfway there. You got 5 more. My leg's cramping a little bit, so I shake it out a little bit. I got 2 more. Nice. Okay, give it a little shake out. Take a second, and we're gonna do hip abduction. And what that's gonna look like, and again, I would like you to have the band for this one, but if it's too hard, take away the band. You're just gonna go out to the side. Okay? Now, your quads are fried a little bit from those straight leg raises. So just be cognizant that if you need to keep a small bend in the knee, that's fine too, but keep that nice upright posture, okay? So let's get started. Again, we're just gonna start 10 and 10 on each side. Halfway there. My leg's cramping up big time. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, out to the side. Halfway there. Come on, 5 more. Good. All right, shake it out. We're going to come on to all 4s now. So we're going to switch it up a little bit. So bring that band above your knees. And you can go to the heavier band for this one. In fact, that's what I'll do. So take off that lighter band. Go ahead and grab that heavier band. We're going to put it just above the knees. Okay? And we're going to come into all 4 position. So I'm going to do it sideways so you can see what I'm looking at. So what we're going to do is donkey kicks. So you're going to have your hands below your shoulders, knees below your hips, and you're going to kick as if you're going to put your footprint on the ceiling. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go higher reps on this one because it's your glute muscle, so we can handle a little bit more. So let's do 15 on each side, all right? Ready? Let's go. Come on, over halfway there. I'm at 10, we should be close. And last one. Nice work. Take a second and let's switch sides. Keep the core engaged. Make sure that you're feeling this in your glute muscle, that you're not feeling this in your low back. If you're feeling your low back, it's potentially that you're using your lower lumbar paraspinal instead of your glute muscles. So really make sure you're firing those glute muscles. Okay? Getting there. We're at 10. 5 more. Good. Last one. And relax. Nice. Okay, so keep the heavy band on. This could be a little bit harder, a little bit smaller muscle that we're targeting, the glute medius. Okay, so we're going to go 12 on each side, and we're going to hold at the top for about 1 second. So make sure you're not just going right back into it, okay? So make sure you keep a nice flat back, okay? You don't want to be rotating from the back to get that hip open more. So what I mean is, you're going to be here, you're going to bring the hip. So if your knee is going to go slightly behind the other leg and out to the side, okay? So my back just did what I didn't want you to do, which is rotate. So I'm just going to move from my hip, and my back is going to stay very stable. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. 12 on each side. Ready? Let's go. Come on, 5 more. Good. Last one. Nice. All right. So you can see that it's not an exaggerated second at the top, but you're pausing, going back down. And some of those I forgot. So if you're home, be better than I just did. All right, let's go ahead and do the other side. I'll show you from straight on. So you're going to see that my back isn't moving any way you look at it. All right, come on, you're at 5, 7 more. Squeeze from the glute. Come on, last one, you got it. Nice. All right, now we're gonna come back onto our back. You're gonna keep the heavy band, okay? And what you can do is you can do this one of 2 ways. You can have it around the thighs, it's a little easier, or you can do it around the feet. Okay, so if it's around the feet, you just want to round the arches, okay? And we're gonna do some dead bugs. So what that looks like is you're gonna be up here, your shins are gonna be in a tabletop position, your head's gonna be resting down on the ground. Do not strain your neck by holding your head up, okay? And let's just start, you're gonna keep your back flat on the floor, so you're gonna do a posterior pelvic tilt. So you can see an arch in my back here. I'm gonna pull with my lower abdominals, flatten my back, and I'm gonna hold that there while maintaining my breath, okay? And we're gonna start with just the legs. So you're just going to press one leg out, come back in. And I would do all one leg before you alternate, because it's harder. Once you start alternating, you really have to fight the desire for those hips to shift. So the core really has to be strong. Okay? And we're just going to do 10 on each side. And when you get more comfortable with this, you can also add in the upper arm, keeping that back flat. Okay? Now again, if you have it around the thighs, it's going to be a little easier. So if I do I'm using a little bit more glutes, a little less hip flexor, okay? And I'm just keeping that back flat, keeping that intra-abdominal pressure, and I'm going for 10 each side, okay? So let's do 2 more. And last one. Good. So I'll give you a chance to catch up, 10 on each side, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and slip that. So actually, sorry, we're gonna keep it up above the thighs, okay? What we're gonna do is a single-legged butterfly, okay? So you can have yourself propped up, and all you're gonna do is keep this knee straight up towards the roof and bring this one to the side. And you're gonna try to keep this one as stable as possible while moving this one, okay? And you're just gonna do 12 of these on each side. So we're at 4. Good. Got this. All right, 4 more. The magic number. Last one. Nice. Let's go ahead and switch legs. So get set up. Ready? Keeping that other leg nice and stable. It's your anchor. And we're just gonna move. And that's 4, 8 more. This one's relatively easy, but it can kind of sneak up on you. You should feel your glutes working, okay? All right, last 4. Good. 2. And done. Nice. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand up, okay? And we're gonna do a 3-way toe tap. Okay, so we're gonna go out to the front and to the side. So it's gonna be at a diagonal. And then you're gonna go, so if it's a clock, you're gonna go into 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, okay? Now, this is a heavier band, so easier will be higher up, moderate, hardest around your foot, okay? So we're gonna do 5 sets each leg. So you're gonna get down into a squat, and we're gonna get started. So we're going 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, okay? That's 1 set. We're doing 4 more. Got it going. Keep your core engaged so your hips aren't going all over the place. Good. 2 more. And last one. All right, let's go ahead and switch legs. So shake it out. Get ready. Bend those knees. And now we're going 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Okay? 4 more. All right. Got the hang of it now. Make sure this knee's not diving in. Okay? 2 more. Last one. All right? There you go. All right. So, easy, well, not an easy workout, sorry, I should say a simple workout with very little equipment. You can have a light band or just one heavy band, but you just go through those exercises. Straight leg raise, hip abduction, you got the donkey kicks, the clamshells or the Fire-Hydrants actually. Then you have your dead bugs, and you have your 3-way toe tap. And there you go. You got a pretty, oh, and I'm sorry, the single leg butterflies. So, pretty well encompassed workout in a matter of like 10, 12 minutes just with a band.